this and the pace and the rhythm in the first quarter. What felt different at the start for you tonight?
I think the biggest thing was just trying to just attack. When they started small, understand if I get to the rim or if I find guys or whatever, finding my looks, just trying to find ways to contribute anyway. But the biggest thing is just trying to be aggressive, get downhill, make plays. And today it was get on the rim and finish. Some games just get there and kick when they collapse. But that was just my mindset from the jump.
Matt Coles, AP.
Sometimes when a team is missing a bunch of their starters, it can kind of be a dangerous game. What did you guys tell yourselves before you came out tonight, knowing they were missing a bunch of guys?
Yeah, we had that to start the break or to the first game after the break against Houston. They had a bunch of guys who were out, and they came to play. We were up by, I want to say 24 at one point, and then they came back to cut the single digits. So the biggest thing was start strong, continue to play strong, continue to play the right way, continue to do what we do, and keep it that way for the full 48 minutes. And I think we did a good job of that tonight. Those guys are talented, just because those stars weren't playing, those guys, whether it's Chioza, Brown, Harris, TLC, like those guys can hoop. Alize Johnson had 23 and 15 or whatever. So those guys are good. We continue to do what we do, and we had a few mistakes that we can clean up, but overall we did a solid job.
David James, KUTV.
At different times this year, you've had guys who've had cold streaks, gotten a little frustrated. Bojan got it going. He's had some games and missed shots. Jordan looked a little frustrated tonight. As a leader, what do you say, or maybe what do you don't say, and just let him get out of it?
I think pretty much everyone on the team's had one. I started the year off that way. Joe had one, Mike had one, Jason. It's part of it. It's part of the season. I think Bojan said something today. He was saying that I think he said the worst slump of his career, but he knows what to do. These guys like JC had a tough night tonight, but at the end of the day, he's been here before. He understands, and for me, it's just being there for him. I think that's us as a team, just being there for each other, understanding that it's not always going to be, an efficient night, but understanding that the looks he got were good. It wasn't like he was out there taking bad shots. It wasn't like guys were taking bad shots, and the same shots he made is the same shots he missed today. And it's not going to be the same way next game or the game after that. But the biggest thing about a slump is not thinking about the slump, if that makes sense. So not really saying, oh, man, like I'm going through it. Just finding a way to keep yourself on the same level, same shots, and keep playing the right way, And at the end of the day, he did his thing on defense, contributed, made good reads. And just because the shot wasn't falling, he was doing other things. And I think that's the best part about him and Bojan. And, we're going to continue to build off of that.
Last question, Ryan Miller, KSL.
Is it ever disappointing when a team doesn't have all their guys? Does it make the game a little weaker, I guess, in your mind?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say that, because it kind of discredits, the guys who are playing. I wouldn't say it makes it weaker in a sense. I think, when you play against, we want to play against, guys the likes of KD, Kyrie, James Harden, that's what it's competitiveness. It's the competitive part, competitor in me, competitor everybody. But at the end of the day, it's basketball. We're not we're not going to change how we play or our mindset because guys aren't in the game. I think that's what we showed tonight. I think we've had instances in my time here where we've played, differently because guys have been out, and I think tonight really showed the mental fortitude we had throughout the entire game to continue to keep our foot on the pedal, and like I said, those guys are good. They can hoop, and at the end of the day, we got to go out there and do what we do and just keep asserting ourselves.
All right. Thank you, Donovan.
Thank you.